To be a demon is to be merciless and cruel, a murderer and destroyer. There is no place in heaven or earth for such a thing. Turning into an enemy to the world, still having to face the consequences. In this life, I hope to become the real moon, rising above the mountains and heavens, toying with the clouds and seas, following the ancient times and walk in the darkness above the various heavens. Life and death is nature's law. All living beings are equal, and everyone has their right to survive and be killed. There might be royalty in lower beings, but in face of death, a person's death is no different from a pig's. What's the difference? They're both dead. I can kill others. Others can naturally come to kill me. This is nothing. You are old, uncle. Your great ambitions and aspirations have already disappeared from your youth. These years, you have lived an easy life, and it has corrupted your heart. You are vying for the family assets, not for cultivation, but to maintain your rich life. With such a mentality, how could you obstruct me? What hero? It was merely a title. Between praise and slander, they were all views and expressions of others onto oneself. What opinions others had of him, Fang Yuan did not give a damn. You can think all you want. I live my own life. Hero, zero. I rather have a bitter shell. He was not really angry, but attitude is the mask of the heart, and by expressing his attitude, it would allow Qing Shu to see his determination to reject. Fang Yuan was indifferent. To him, these words were like dogs barking. The so-called name, face, and honor was only a pie painted on a paper, shackles used by the higher-ups to bind the organization members. These Gu masters were also dogs on a leash. Zhongli gazed at Fang Yuan and suddenly laughed. I am truly disappointed. Is this how a Guyue village's bravery looks like? Guyue clan Gu masters looked unsightly when they heard this. Hoots of laughter came from Xiong village's side, and even Bai village's Gu masters looked at Guyue clan with mockery. The people around Fang Yuan started moving away. Everyone made some distance from him. Their faces were filled with embarrassment. Soon, there was no one within 5 steps from Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan stood alone. His expression was calm, as opposed to the surroundings. Others fancied a courageous reputation, but Fang Yuan scoffed at it. This made others loathe him. Because Fang Yuan loathed fame, he was rejecting the society's values. Denying this system of values was rejecting the people who lived their lives following these values. Others naturally wouldn't deny their own values, otherwise they would feel that they were living in a wrong way. Thus, they had subconsciously started to reject and boycott Fang Yuan. A weak-hearted person would be defeated by such rejection, and they would change themselves to suit the public. However, Fang Yuan needed such rejection. He had too many secrets on him, and so he needed to be solitary, not wanting to be trampled on. There are 2 ways. One is to become strong. Strong until no one dares to step on you. Another is to turn into dog shit, something no one would want to step on. I would rather let the world down than be led down by the world. These fools are everywhere, restrained by emotions and morals. They deserve to be stupidly manipulated by rules. What's sadder is that when they see others not being restrained, they would jump out and criticize, trying to impart these morals to the people, not allowing others to have more freedom than them. In this process, they would even enjoy this ridiculous moral superiority and bliss. These people, they had a body full of abilities, and some even had higher cultivation than him. But for what? They are just pawned, merely restrained dogs. What truly stalls a person's success is not talent, but mindset. Any organization, once a person is born, would impart their morals and rules, constantly brainwashing. Those that want to surpass humanity's achievements have to break this restraint on their mindset. Sadly, most people are trapped by this their entire lives, using this to move forward with motivation, and even use their chained collar as a symbol of pride. Humans are like isolated islands floating in the sea of fate. Human encounters are like the collision of these lonely islands, and once they touch, there would be an effect. Sometimes, the islands would stick together in the name of interest, kinship, friendship, love, and hate. But eventually, they would separate, walking towards the path of destruction. This is the truth behind life. Humans only live for 100 years. It is as unreal as a dream that ends in an instant. What is the point of a person living in this world? No more than just being on a journey and witnessing interesting things. Although I do not want to die, I do not fear death. I am already on my right path. I have no regrets even if I die. I like the footless bird. Do you know why? He smiled, but the sight was horrifying. Why? Because it has no legs, only wings. Thus it has no choice but to fly. When it lands, that signifies its destruction. Because hardships strengthen resolve, the strong-minded will not be lured by worldly affairs. Today, I step on grass. Later, I shall step on mountains and rivers. From today, I will walk on the path of supremacy, sweep the earth and laugh at the world, tread the green mountains, step on the blue seas, bind the blue dragon, assault the sky, bath in difficulties and sharpen the demonic soul, lift the flag and sing in triumph, defy heaven, defy fate, defy the universe. 𝐷𝐴, you are too naive. What is a sin? Committing a sin means one deserves death. That is only the weakling's naive and helpless expectation. They spread such ideology, hoping people would abide by it so as to protect these weaklings. As for me, I want to be a person who commits a sin, yet is able to roam freely and travel the world, a demonic head who slaughters living beings and enjoys all that I can get. I not only want to slaughter goo masters, I also want to succeed in refining the second aperture goo and become the greatest winner. 𝐷𝐴, feel this. What do you think this is? This was the harshness of reality, and also the beauty of fate. In this world, everyone is a main character, but everyone is also a side character.